Hey traders, welcome to the Sunday evening stream. We have the weekly candle close, a little over 30 minutes, and we're just here for that. And I think it's the monthly candle close as well. Forgot about that. Well, we'll see. Yeah, there's. Oh no, it is not the monthly close. That's tomorrow. There's actually March 31st. Wow. Okay. So one more day. But it's been a terrible one. Been a really, really bad month. I think the S&P 500 has lost, what is it? Was it? I can't remember. Holy crap. It's like $1 trillion, either $1 trillion or I think it's like $1.35 trillion in the month of March or something like that. So ready to get it over with. I'm sure everyone is. And you know, unfortunately with Bitcoin, this is kind of what we were worried about, where you're just in a well-established downtrend for 2 months now, and it rolled over this weekend, Friday into the weekend, and I mean, now you're going for not a good close, going for your lowest daily candle close since the 13th. Just nothing about this, like, you know, structurally speaking, makes any sense or it's good right now. You still have the unfinished butterfly that would complete at like 73.8. I still think that's a good level. I mean, we don't know if it's going to get there, but we know it'd be a level to wait and hope for some structures to develop, like three rising valleys, inverse head and shoulders, something like that. Good levels down here for risk management situations. Right now you have nothing. There is no argument for risk management. It's impossible. You're not at 92k, you're not at 73.8, there's nothing left. Look left. I mean, if anything, you're probably on deck for 78.3, the swing low from the 28th and the candle low close from the 10th of March. So that might be on deck at least next. Yep, cool stream, dude. I know. What do you want me to do, man? Like, some of you were here for the really, really fun streams and pump streams. It was awesome. It's just, okay, same thing. Nothing changes. Just all still downtrend. Just trying to drink some coffee. Only even gets me hyped now. Oh, this view's pretty good, though. Let's see. He's probably not going to show up. I mean, the sun is right there. It's setting, but the way it's not going to focus in back there. I can't do that manually with the camera. So here we are, man. Hey. Yeah, so not a good day for Bitcoin. We can look at Bitcoin dominance, monitoring that because it's been like on that breakout watch. Oh my God. Look at this, dude. Yesterday was the second highest daily candle close in years, and really close. I mean, there was that one, with the February 3rd day that was insane. It went to 64.3% of the altcoins crashed. But man, this is just not a good sign for altcoins. It hasn't looked good. I mean, this is like a little ascending triangle behavior, isn't it? It's like this little bullish, inherently bullish structure. Here's your sell wall. I think we can all see the sell wall, Larry. 6th February, 23rd of February, 12th March, and now today, yesterday. And just, you know, it's kind of like this. I mean, oh yeah, that definitely looks more bullish. So if you're an altcoin enthusiast, you're about to lose your house if this breaks upward. So you better pray that, hey, we don't act like we know where it's going, but good God, the trend, undeniable trend here, so powerful of a trend, uptrend, and bullish structure and a bullish trend. Oh boy. I can just imagine, like, if we're like gonna mark up and see 64% again, I mean, that means that the altcoins are in ice age. All-time lows across the board. 20% downside. I mean, really bad things if this breaks upward, so you better hope not. Okay. Good God, really bad. So I guess we'll have an alert set up. They kind of false trigger sometimes. But very bad, boys. Very bad. Bitcoin futures. We have gapped down. Okay, so, you know, opium to smoke on that Maybe with the unfilled gap here, we fill the gap sooner rather than later. I guess. We pretty much fill the gap at the close. And now just a new one. So, all right, you're not going to get out of any trouble, technical trouble, if you fill the gap first rather than later, you know, sooner rather than later. But okay, cool. Just looking at it, bad trend. What's the most recent discernible event now that's visible on the chart? Not my opinion. Oh, the lowest high. The lowest high of the 2-month plus long downtrend. Oh, what was before that? Oh, the lowest low. Oh, okay, well, that's not really good data to be able to say, hey, things are good, man. They just can't be when you're saying those things. Not yet anyway. We got to wait until higher high, higher low. Higher high, higher low. Holy crap. Such a lack of demand this time, the buyers couldn't even go test support resistance from November, December, and February. Man, they did already in March, though, right? What was once support flipped to resistance with good forms of confirmation there. Oh, God. It's like, oh, why do I even stream, man? I know people be like, dude, it's so negative. It's like, oh, this is why, like, okay, I'm just going to take a break then. You know, you don't want to hear me be negative, like, I'll just not stream. I don't know.
Just a thank you for your streams.
What's up, Faraz? Thanks, man. Oh, well, it just gets tough because I know what people think. They're like, oh, he's being negative and he's mean. It's like, what do you want me to do with this market? Here's Ethereum. Here's Ethereum, man. You know what happened yesterday? Yesterday was the lowest daily candle close since October 2023. You know what's going on today? You're going for the lowest daily candle close again since October of 2023. We're like 16 plus month downtrend, or I'm sorry, going for the lowest close in 16, 17 months now. Very well established downtrend. Such a, I mean, lack of demand. It smelled and ended up in the end, okay, starting to look kind of bad, you know. Oh, that doesn't look like bullish, that looks bearish consolidation. They couldn't even test 2127. Think about how bad it is, man. Where we know there's this line in the sand that's so effing real. December 2023, support, look, support in 2024, support, 2025, support, 2025. There was such a lack of demand, that level that was perfectly tested all those times. They failed. They couldn't do it, man. Not enough demand. And look at the price action we've received. This is crazy because it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row, 6 days in a row, 6 daily red candles. How often does that happen? That is not, well, you did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, you did 6 February 24th, March. Okay, well, maybe on other assets it's not normal, but on Ethereum, I guess it's normal. Yeah, this is common stuff these days. New video came out of Ethereum, Vitalik. He's barking at or meowing at a robot dog. He's on his, you know, his feet and his hind legs, or he's on his arms. He's, you know, doing the thing, you know, like an animal. He's acting like an animal to a robot. That's just not really good. If you want to see Ethereum go higher, probably, because you don't have intrinsic value really. You don't have price to earnings, earnings per coin. So what you got? You got the ecosystem. Well, that's not really good in bear markets. We know ecosystems collapse in bear markets because retail props it up and they leave, and then no one uses the crap. So no one's using Ethereum really that much, right? And okay, so all you got left, right? All you got left is optics at that point. And the optics are Vitalik on his legs and his hands doing cat noises to robot dogs. So we're just waiting for 1728 to be tested, and if they break that, geez, like 1,500 on deck. Remember, Eric Trump said on the date, the literal date of February 3rd, he said, buy Ethereum, thank me later. Where are we now? We are down 37% in 37.5% in 55 days, less than 2 months. Eric Trump, hype in the chat. He did it, man. He pulled a Kramer. That's right, Boston Dynamics dog, correct. Okay, that's your Ethereum. That's your second largest crypto in the entire effing world. That's number 2. Number 3, XRP. And that's not, I mean, not really looking good. I got some alerts down here waiting for them to go off. You know, this is just, More of the same somber situation with price action for now, right? Here's your high. I mean, it's just the low. It's the same analysis every time I go live now. I can't, no new data. Just more affirmation of the current data we have, right? It's just following through kind of the way you'd think it would if you're in a downtrend, which it seems like we are. Lower highs, lower lows consecutively for months. And you're just waiting for 196 to be tested again. I don't think it's going to be as strong this time. No, I don't think so. Because of the failure from buyers to test 265, 272 as resistance. That is why I don't think it's going to be as strong of a support the next time we see it. And this is very similar to what we were doing with Bitcoin with the Wyckoff distribution schematic, right? It was here. It was like, okay, we tested again. It's not going to be as strong. It probably won't hold. It didn't hold. It did not hold before we broke that level, went all the way to 78K. Then you got, and guess what? Now we got this, really. Yeah, you got the beautiful textbook schematic played out. But volume, okay, how'd that work out? Sorry. Last point of supply, you got another one. That's about it. You're in phase, well-established phase E of Wyckoff distribution. They're continuing to offload their position. It seems. I mean, remember, right back below that 200-day simple moving average as of Friday. Pretty clean and concise. Wow, awesome stuff, man. Nice effing market, nice market. Okay, and again, I don't know why it didn't update. Oh, super chat. Faraz, thanks again, dude, for the super chat, man. Okay. Yeah, good luck, man. Good luck. I mean, until something turns around, I don't even know what we can do in this market besides say, hey, just short the S coins, short the scams. That's about it. But just know that they can short squeeze really hard because they're stupid illiquid in these exchanges. They can do it. They can push these things up as high as they want. You know, a good macro day on the stock market might, you know, these scams go up 5, 10%. Whoa, are we bullish again? No, nothing changed. So let's go to Solana. Okay, it's flat today. Flat today, man. Yeah, you knew. We couldn't trust it. You can't trust anything because the way Bitcoin looked. You can't trust this market. And if you don't trust the market, you didn't get hurt. I don't trust this crap here. Not yet. I mean, I want to be well above 130. I want to see good price action. I want to see Bitcoin recover. I want to see good stuff happen. You're just right back at, you're about to die. Like you're about to watch Solana crash. Until they don't. Right? Until this level, somehow they hold it up here. But this is kind of absurd price action. I mean, this is your typical stuff, the same garbage you've been getting for a year now. You're getting more of it, but the context is really bad. Because like when Solana topped out at 147, we'd never seen it top out really that shallow. I mean, it typically always went up to at least 154. So you got, I think that's a weak reaction. Now already back down at the support, man, you better pray to God. Like that's it. All we can do is pray to God that somehow somebody is gonna come in and buy this crap. You better hope for a scam, pump and dump tweet from Trump and you know, his admin. That's all you got here. Really not much hope. Ideolated price action at a level where they have to buy here. They have to. Or you're about to drop, I don't know. Oh yeah, just 30%. It'd be fast. If they choose to not defend this level, it's going down really fast. So best of luck, man, on this market. And I know, dude, people are mad and upset and want to blame me and everyone else, you know. Oh boy. Gotta love it. Well, we now looked at the BNB. What they did, man. One more time, dude. One more. Yeah, this is this liquidity grab. They're trying to stop loss hunt on short sellers. It's too easy. Oh, we got to drop 4, and then look at it. Oh, after the 4th time, then they dump it, and it still looks very like so much more downside. Like anything below 638, especially 621, $500 target. If not, 545. So you're just waiting for lower prices. That would require Bitcoin goes lower, but okay. Oh, good Lord. Man, look at the daily. Oh, that's just, look at the 200 moving average. It's just bad. I don't care what happens next. It just doesn't look good. The trend's down, downtrend. Lower highs, lower lows consecutively for months. Bearish back test to key levels. And some good follow through so far. So don't be surprised that we're at 510. Again. Give me an audio check, because, yeah, man, I'm just kind of, I never know. Yeah, you want to see some futures here? Your S&P futures, I don't know why you're saying futures are dumping. It just gapped down. It hasn't really moved much since the gap down. Well, at least the S&P is off its open. Unfilled gap, you'd imagine these will fill before the market open tomorrow. I really would imagine, right? Like they gap it down like this all the time. It just gaps, gap down. Okay, look, like Dow Jones future is going to fill the gap probably in the next hour or two. Good Lord. But yeah, the NASDAQ, the risk on, big mega cap tech, not looking hot, lower than it's open. Here's the Russell 2000 futures. So, yeah, it was a ugly look on Friday, man. Like, real ugly. Okay, so there's your big crypto. There are your futures. We are open. Been open for, I don't know, like an hour and 43 minutes now. Yeah, I don't want to see what Microsoft, maybe the Semiconductor is looking like tomorrow. But yeah, kind of no surprise. But anyway, yeah, so you got some other cryptos just not doing too hot today. Dude, Dogecoin, oh, so bad, man. Like anything below 17.8 cents, just wrap it up, man. Wrap it up. We're done. Going to 15 cents probably. You don't hold that. It's a quick ride to 11 cents. Let's just say 11 cents. This is some really miserable price action. And that shooting star was really nice. Really was the top there. I mean, think about how weak it is. If you have like a channel that conceptualizes the downtrend, you have a midpoint, the heart line. There's like fair price of the downtrend, right? Pretty much tested Valentine's Day. And just since then, the buyer, there's just been such a lack of demand that the buyers can't even come close to rivaling that midpoint fair price in a downtrend. It's so bad. Like I don't even, so that's business as usual because the trend is not your friend, right? Goodness, what was there even look at? Bitcoin Cash, oh dude, Bitcoin Cash, forget it. Below, you could just go short below 308. Stop loss like 318 or something. Hey, you recapture the level, we're back in business maybe. But dude, I'm sorry, below this 308 level, it's just 263, 260, 218. Yeah, you cannot like this asset. Like that is your line in the sand, 308 to 315. Okay, this was the old long trade setup entry. It was due to the fact the buyers had recaptured the level and then they reconfirmed its validity once. And then we got a luxurious second test. That was real nice. And that was strengthened the argument for the long. It ended up, look what happened after that really favorable price action at this level. Now we are now breaking it. It is broken bearishly. I mean, look what they're doing today and yesterday. They broke it on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, formally regarding the level that was once support just February of this year, September of last year, candle close, August last year. You get that level is now being formally regarded as resistance. Like, are you kidding? What kind of market is this? Bad, man. Bad price action. Ominous. Okay, very ominous stuff. Can't make it better. How about Pepe coin? Pepe was going to change the world. No, it was going to collapse and we were going to wait for it to... We're waiting on Pepe to go lose another 34 to 50%, 50% of its value. Just wait. To own Pepe now is stupid. It doesn't make sense. You're in a well-established downtrend. It's going lower. So many of these. Shiba Inu coin, forget it. This thing, you might be able to get excited again on Shiba if it gets back above 1340. But if you are trading below 1296, there is nothing to do but wait for this thing to lose another 40% of its value. Again, it might just recover. They buyers recapture it. We're all good. It was just a bad dream. That's just such a nasty shooting star, right? Holy crap. You got to understand the implications, like levels that were defended so valiantly from July all the way to September of last year. It was the line in the effing sand. The candle closed, the spring back test, the spring, and then we were gone. We went to a crazy rally. But now, no longer. It's the opposite. You're dealing with the same level in a negative way. It's like, God, get me out of this market, man. What does it do? Just hang out, watch the sunset, the storm's coming in, ultra's going on right now, you know. Shoot the S, man. Not, yeah, and that maybe shoot the S coins, because that's not a good market right now. I'm sorry, just not. And then, hey, something that no surprise, been waiting on this, still waiting. HBAR. Breaking the 200 moving average as of yesterday. First time testing and falling below that level since November. There's so much more downside on this asset. We are just waiting for this thing to be at 9 cents, 8 cents, either one, 8 or 9 cents before things even make sense, okay? Not monetary sense, okay? All right, this thing going for its lowest daily candle close since November 28th, and we don't even want to look at it again until it loses another 50% of its value. It's done. It's been done. Welcome to the effing crypto show. This is what it does. This is what these assets do every single cycle. They'll pump in 6 weeks, and it's over for months. And then they lose almost all their value, if not more. And then it takes more months, a lot longer for new structures to develop that are appetizing to the swing trader, position trader, like M-shapes, harmonics, right? We got 11 minutes to the daily close. Sorry, I think I'm redlining a little bit on the audio. Is it peaking too much for anyone? Let me know. What's up, Mr. Six? Said greetings. Greetings back. It sounds okay. It sounds fine. Great. Good. Great, grand, wonderful. Okay. Yep, just you gotta wait, man. Way lower on HBAR. It's crazy that it's taken so long, but this is a similar situation to, I think, XRP. People are gonna like, dude, you're hating on XRP because I think that it could very well go a lot lower. Until this changes, until we're making higher lows, higher highs. Yeah, come in, make a higher low here, pivot randomly and run, and then make a higher high. Oh my God, I might start changing my tune. But until then, you're looking at like this mega head and shoulders situation. You still have a valid this. People forget this. Oh my God, chat. Do you really want to F around with this on the weekly? Yeah. Take yourself a picture of this thing. Good God. Going for a bearish engulfing candle, going for quite possibly the lowest weekly close since Christmas. I mean, that's just so ugly, though. And it's the only one like this holding up. HBAR was the other one that was propped up, but you see what's happened to HBAR. It's catching up, and XRP very well could be on deck to catch up, too. It just all depends on what happens to the index funds. Liquidity start coming back in this market, because I know they're pumping the M2 like madmen, having really no effect on risk assets. And these are super risky assets. Okay, so How about Neo? Remember Neo coin? Oh my God. This is your Chinese scam coin going for its lowest weekly candle close since December 10th of 2018. We're going for 7-year, close to 7-year lows on this impending weekly close. 8 minutes and change until some pretty brutal development, right? Wow, cemented. Fugly. How about Avalanche? Dude, do you really want to stick around? I hope to God you don't own Avalanche. Okay, I'm just being real with you. Do you see what's happening? A resistance support has formally flipped to resistance. When has it been resistance? Last time it was resistance was April of 2023. After that, it proceeded to lose. Oh, look, nearly 60% of its value in the next 160 days. Really, dude? That's like disgusting. I couldn't even dream of something worse than that in terms of price action correlating to inflection points, inflection zones. You ready? You ready for another at least 45% downside, 43% downside? What wasn't hot during the pandemic? Everything was hot during the pandemic, man. Pictures of potatoes and rocks and anything you could dream of was hot during the pandemic or after. They printed 40% of the circulating money supply, global circulating money supply, yeah. And now we're still unwinding from that. Still, real estate valuations going down. Car delinquencies up. How about cars? People so underwater because people back then, were PPP, right? They were getting free money, and people were, okay, I need to get this new car. Well, it's marked up like, 25, 30% because the supply's low because we can't get, parts in to make more, and people FOMO'd in, and yeah, people are serious negative equity on these vehicles they bought and got, loans, crazy loans on with insane interest rates. Just, yikes, man. Okay, so we're just looking at some crypto. What do you want to do? The stock market's closed. I mean, you want to see what happened on the S&P 500. Look how it closed. Oh, that's so gross. I wasn't live Friday, but wow. How about that? How beautiful. It was the lowest weekly candle close we had seen since September 3rd of last year. You had a clean break below 565. Oh, boy. I mean, that's ugly. Real ugly. Sorry about it. Let's see here. My lights are, let me turn on some lights here because, yeah. Maybe you can actually see out there when it's not focused on me a little bit. Does it show it better? Yeah, it actually shows the clouds and stuff. Okay. It's all right. Yeah, it doesn't really look great right now. It's been like raining and pouring, like hardcore rain and pour. Yeah, so there's no support. Like they might just, okay, of course, anytime randomly, buyers can just come in and pump the price back above support. Okay, it didn't make any sense. It was just a fake out. But if what we are witnessing actually plays out on the S&P 500, there is literally nothing here that makes any sense until at least 540. So that means the S&P 500 on deck, if we catch follow throughs, got at least about 3% downside, 2.83% downside. If that doesn't hold up, well, you got another 5.7% downside. That's not that much, but that's an index fund, and that's real bad. Some of these risk-on assets are gonna get straight murked, man, okay? Just are. How the Dow Jones weekly close. Oh my God, dude. Pretty ugly, right? It didn't like eclipse the lows from earlier this month, but that was just a bad, close near the lows of the week. But Dow Jones has a lot of defensive stocks, right? High dividend paying stocks, so it's not getting hit as bad with big technology. Look at that. Like how gross that is. They couldn't even from a high to low make a 38% retrace before this candle. Worse, literally worse than the S&P. Not by much, but still. Okay, so nothing here till 16,674. So you got a little more downside, 3.86 to 5% downside. That's your target if this is not a fake out, okay? You could fake it out, man. We're just going to pump randomly because who cares, but it didn't look good. Didn't look good, man. It was like, oh, is that a bear flag? Yeah, in the end, I guess it was, right? A bear flag, discussed this in the last stream, last time I was live, I think it was Thursday. I mean, that's really bad, man. Imagine a bear flag measure moves like 15.7 probably, maybe a little lower. Here we go, man. Yeah, we got less than 3 minutes until the weekly candle close. I guess if you're enjoying the stream, hit the like button, the bell, subs, whatever. These days, it doesn't even matter. Doesn't do anything. Here you go. We're back at support, so this doesn't hold. Wow, look out. I mean, just a long way down. Look what happens historically if buyers do not take hold of 200. If it doesn't hold, I mean, you have a real good target, probably a 188. 191 maybe, but it's history shows you straight up and down 188 would be on deck if this support doesn't hold. So everyone wants to have an alert set up, 198 or something. Yeah. Okay, those are your index funds. How's gold doing on the new week? It gapped up to all-time highs, of course. Wow, they're getting nuts up there, aren't they? Unfilled gap, we got to sell up a little more. We fill the gap and then we're going to go, right? Yeah, this is just wild. This is like crazy. We're waiting on 3,200 now at this point. 2618, we are in price discovery. Animal spirits are deeply embedded in gold. And they're starting to rev back up on silver. We're still waiting on like 3540, 3569 on silver to complete that 113W, the shark. Good start. It's up 0.26% on the new week. Okay. We have 1 minute and change. Look on the 8s. We go back to Bitcoin's weekly and see how it's going to close. Wow. Not great. Going for a bearish engulfing candle. You're about to be covering completely the previous candle, its whole body. $42 seconds, okay. This is why we're here, chat. Why we're congregating here. Ethereum, oh my God. Going for a nasty bearish engulfing candle. 15 seconds until multi-year lows. Well, close to it anyway. Say 17-month lows. 5 seconds, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and Jesus chimes. There it is. Confirmed bearish engulfing candle on Ethereum. Confirmed lowest weekly candle close since October 2023. And my God, a test of 1728 on deck. And if that doesn't hold, understand most likely it's going to be a quick trip to 1420, 1365. I know there's just one time at Bandcamp the buyers came in at 1550. That's not the hard target. I think up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. It would be straight down. So if they don't hold the level they haven't even tested yet, they soon will. You'll have another 18 to 21% downside on Ethereum, and it'll be faster than you could ever imagine. I'm not kidding. So imagine that, though, Eric Trump. It's already down 37% from when he said to buy it. So it'd be down, what, 57% if this support doesn't hold? Oh, my God, I can't imagine. That'd be like the biggest blunder of anyone's life. You know, hey man, my dad just got elected president again, and well, I need to do something to be relevant in this world. I'm going to tweet to tell everyone that follows me to buy Ethereum, and in 55 days it's down 37%, and then it might be down another 20% in the next month or two or less. Okay, so looking back at Bitcoin again, we did confirm a bearish engulfing candle, not by much, so no, whatever. You know, just a nasty red candle, nasty engulfing, and that's about it. So that's your close. That was, in fact, your lowest weekly candle close since March 3rd, since the beginning of the month. A lower close than the past 2 weeks we've had, confirmed. Good downside potential if it's just going to do the thing that makes the most sense technically, not opinion, not feelings, not whatever. You got another 10% downside on Bitcoin before any formal levels are going to be tested as support, okay? 10% downside. So you're just hoping that doesn't happen, man. You're just hoping that this doesn't play out. But man, we've identified some good potential ones of these on the other side with momentum bullish. You just don't want to see it play out. That's your butterfly. That's your completion zone of this potential wave structure. It's almost there. I mean, we're just so close, man. One more drawdown. My God, it doesn't even take much. And then we can go back to the weekly and we can look at XRP now with a confirmed bearish engulfing candle. That was, wow, so close, man. Okay, formally your lowest weekly candle close of 2025 on XRP's weekly. That is confirmed. Confirmed bearish engulfing. What happens when we wake up, you know, in 3 months and this plays out? That'd be real bad. That'd be real bad. It's just such a pretty structure now. They're really starting to tie it together, right? I got like a new couch in this living room, and it tied the room together. This price action lately has really been tying this potential structure together. So BNB's weekly, bearish engulfing candle confirmed, such a lack of demand. It seems like the buyers were unable to even go up and test that weekly inflection zone at 661 to 690. They couldn't do it. It's almost tweezer topping. Tweezer top. So it looks like 500, probably a good target. Or all this bearish divergence on the weekly is very real. Wow, look at that. Very real divergence. So not a good spot there either. How's Litecoin? Litecoin weekly, bearish engulfing candle, lowest weekly candle close confirmed since November 4th. 200-week simple moving average rejected like 2 out of the last 3 weeks. Just waiting for $66. I would think on Litecoin, you don't do anything. You just wait for $66 again. Who even knows what's going to happen this next time we test it? Because the whole trade setup was because of the hammer, because of the recapturing 66, and it was great. It hit 2 of the 3 targets. This was target 2. Of course, we could never get a 3 because the bull market ended. But yeah, I just think you probably on Litecoin still have another 25% downside. Very, very ugly. It's fugly, man. Dogecoin's weekly. Oh my God, what have they done? Look what they've done. Ain't no way. Ain't no way they did it like that. 3 weeks in a row now of testing 17 to 18 cents. You can see it, the candle close, the wicks, right? It's all there. It's another bearish back test, and that's like shooting star. How you doing this? You just don't want to own Doge until we get back above 18 cents. Really, you still want to wait, but there ain't nothing here to like 10.6 to 11 cents on the weekly on Doge below this 18-cent level. Better pray to God, and that's all you got is Jesus. Okay? Jesus, the only one that might save this market. Whew. Okay, cool. I've been live 46 minutes. If you're enjoying the stream, like button, the bell, sub. Thanks for the 10 people watching. Yep. Yep. We looked at futures. We looked at, these weekly closes. Did we look at Solana's weekly? I don't think so. Oh, God. Okay. Lowest weekly candle close confirmed on Solana since February of last year. So over 1 year lows on the close. And that's the issue. That's the problem here, right? You talked about that weak rally you got that was so weak that it couldn't rival the old rallies we were getting off this level for the reactions. But now it's like doing something uncharacteristic. It's kind of like what we were seeing March 3rd and the 10th on those closes. Like they were never closing it this low, and now you just bearish engulfing after 135.81 for the third week in a row was confirmed as resistance. Ain't no way. It's just like you are staring at death. I mean, on the weekly, it's like, yeah. I still think 90 bucks would be target one, but maybe 77 bucks. 78 on the weekly is probably your strongest, yeah. Wow, good luck, man. Thanks, Trump. Thanks, Talk to a Girl. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for legalizing fraud. Thanks for legalizing scams and, just like we did the right thing for over 7 years now, never accepting money from scammers to promote to a viewing audience, did all those things, and then they just legalize it. Then the leader of the free world and all these people start doing it and get away with it, and no one goes to jail, no one gets prosecuted. It's just, we're just left with terrible technicals, bad trend, bearish trend until it reverses. That's all you got, man. So I don't even know, man. Like, what are we're looking at all these candles, and yeah, we can't have nice things because we start getting going, and then it's just, oh God, oh, it's too good, I gotta scam people. That's what happens. People are like, oh, I just gotta commit fraud. Great. And then like really stupid, the dumbest, lowest IQ people enter this market when people start scamming. Like the dumbest of the dumb, and then it's over. Then it's like a composite man. It's like, oh my God, the exit liquidity here. Wait, it's here. It's already here. We're done. Done. Close in reverse. Oh, Bitcoin executive order. Close in reverse. CAR. So we looked at Ethereum weekly, BNB, XRP, Bitcoin. I'm looking at the weeklies. Bitcoin Cash is weekly. We looked at that one. No, we didn't. Oh my God, look how bad this is. I mean, you tell me, who would want to own this? If you care about technicals, it just made the lowest weekly candle close since February last year. It just had think about it. You're taking out the lows from July and September and February. Like what? Below the 200? That's your first candle close below the 200-week moving average since, well, I guess it fell below it a couple times. But yeah, it's just bad. Like you just on Bitcoin Cash, there's nothing to do. Someone could be short, I'm telling you. Someone could be short on Bitcoin Cash with a stop loss above like 319, whatever, 320, and your target is 218. Look how real it is. Straight up or straight down, up. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. Yeah, Bitcoin Cash is a better short trade setup than anything. And you're just waiting to lose almost 30% of its value from here. Very bad. And wouldn't that make sense in the end? I mean, let's be real. Look what you've got going. Like, you can already see it. Okay, the XA, B, okay, C, okay, D, here, let's wait for Bitcoin Cash to go to $165, 160 bucks, 165, yeah. Let's just wait. I mean, that's probably where it's going to be by later this year. Give me a break, man. It's Bitcoin Cash. It's a joke. It doesn't make higher highs anymore. That was it. Look how they up-thrusted through the resistance, and then they back-tested the up-thrust on the on that attempted rally. That's it, dude. We're done. Distribution confirmed. Cycle done. Yeah, see you at 165. Eventually. What? 50% losses? Yeah, just about. Yeah, it's going to up and down, up, okay, yeah, short squeezes, illiquid joke scam market, but eventually lower. What about Cardano, man? Cardano was going to not do it, man. Bearish engulfing candle, rejected for the third week in a row. The 200-week simple moving average, rejected. Third time now. Lowest weekly candle close since November. Lowest weekly candle close of the year 2025. Once 64.7 cents breaks, you're done. It's a 45 to 41 cent target. It's coming, man. It's probable. I would be more surprised if this level held now. I'm thinking around 28, 37 to 43% downside from here. I would just wait. And then it'd be, hey, maybe we can see some good structures develop down here. And it might take weeks, but that's where we'd be looking for a better entry. This is not good here, okay? It's just not. I don't care what happens. Yeah, Joseph H. Dude, that's some good thinking, man. Real good thinking. Yeah, what else are we going to do? Like, I mean, no one requests anything anymore. We'll sort of request. Everyone knows, like, looks like we're going lower on everything, just about. Like, okay, deep recession. Let's go through a 2022. We might need a 2022 type market. And this is just because, hey, self-imposed recession to stop all the fraud being committed by our own federal government, stealing our tax money and tax dollars, and then previous administration was just committing fraud, fraudulent economic data. It's just being revised now. And that's the plan, the deep state. This is what they do, man. This is their whole thing.
Can you look at SMCI Sol Tip 5 next?
You don't want to see it, man. You don't want to see it, dude. It's real. It's started looking sketch. Yeah, I now don't like it after last week. That fast. Yeah, I mean, I get it. Like, you might be okay here on SMCI. Like, still, they could take it to 31.22, but that's brutal. That's brutal. On a back test, this is it. That's all you got, and now you're just marking down the past 3 days like that.
Yes, ×8 rough hit. The USA always ends up going up.
Thank you, dude. Yeah, times are tough. Yep. Well, times are tough here because when you're below 35.74, your argument starts deteriorating because that's an old level of inflection. Okay, you're still probably okay at 31.50, but my issue isn't SMCI, okay, as much as it is the SOX. Bro, this is the problem. This is a major issue. This is like Wyckoff distribution on steroids. Look what they've just done. Like, they have just broken, if you're talking about a range, this is the range, okay? This is like an up thrust. Such a lack of demand, the buyers were never even able to come close to rivaling or filling that gap back from July last year. Very bearish. You just had the lowest daily candle close on the semiconductors ETF, right? An aggregate of all the semiconductors on one chart. Here it is. It was the lowest daily candle close since January 2024. We're talking like 14-month lows and a technical bearish breakdown. Confirmed on Friday. It done, man. Right? So that right there, unless it's a fake out, hey, you're lucky. Oscillators look terrible, look real bad. There could be another good downside potential. I would not own semiconductors, any semiconductor right now, based on this chart alone. None. I'm sorry. But there's like no reason to own semiconductors right now. Look at this. I mean, for real, if you just go 1 and 2 here, forget all the others. Look what they've done. They broke it and then they back tested it formally as resistance. The old demand line's flipped and now it's a supply line. insult to injury. Yeah, so just until this chart improves, I don't know how you could want to own anything semiconductor or risk on for that matter. Talking Broadcom, Texas Instruments, you name it, anything connected to semis, I wouldn't be touching this crap. A long way down. Trend is not your friend, and it's confirmed, man. You get it? Last year, though, was the year of the semiconductor, the year of the Hensen Wang. Think about, what was it, man? Oh, yeah, Hensen Wang, the CEO of NVIDIA, was signing a woman's boobs, okay, for a tech event. Signing boobs with permanent marker. That's it. We're done. Hawk to a girl later, Trump coin, all of it. It's over. Those were the days. Magoo, yeah, they were. So semiconductors, man, I just, no, sir. Let's do the QQQ. Technology. What is that all about? It is certainly whack as it. The fact that they couldn't even test the 200-day moving average tells you all you need to know. But how perfect. This should go in Scott Carney's next textbook. The 2025 conclusion of the bearish butterfly resolving so perfectly. Look at the hidden bearish divergence. Hidden bearish divergence implies a continuation downward, not upward, downward. Oh my God, it's so bad. Think about it. Before we even have an idea or an inkling of hope to smoke on, hopium to smoke on, do this. Fine. But that means the Q's got to go way lower to get oversold again so we can get some form of divergence locally, right? I mean, this just... I hope things turn around. You know, randomly. It would be random if they turned around. Let's look at some random S coins. Here's COS. Remember Caspa? What a scam. Dude, it was good all the way up. But great distribution schematic, great trend reversal. Your most recent event's the lowest high of the downtrend. And yeah, you're just waiting for way lower prices. Target, we had a trade setup posted on this, just right at that 10-cent level. It's like, okay, they just failed to, that was it, you're back, okay. Short, just like Bitcoin Cash right now, just be short. One would just be short at levels, not the strongest setups, but it's like, man, momentum is strong in the hands of the sellers. So it's like, just screw it. And that thing marked down so fast. And yeah, little relief rallies, jokes, buyer-inducing scam rallies, and they roll over again. And target one of this setup's 5.2 cents. This old sell wall. This was a textbook, incredible ascending triangle. I remember we were looking at this. It was like, no way this is real, and it did that. So that's your first target. Target 2 would be 3.3 cents. So yeah, dude, just what a market. What a market. What's it doing? Okay. Yeah, what turns this market around? I think we just need to go lower. Get it out of the way. Just get it over with. You got to have these moves down. Or other one, Cardano, other popular S coins. There are no popular S coins anymore, dude. VeChain was that one? Yeah, remember it was like, oh, it broke the wedge. I gotta reset my TradingView. My subscription like expired and I renewed. And now it's all bugged out. So what did VeChain do? VeChain lowest, close to lowest close since November. But yeah, looking real bad here. I just very weak, no confirmation low. Maybe they hold it, but you can't trust crypto, chat. You cannot. Hey, you're watching the stream. You can't trust crypto. None of them right now, and you haven't been able to for a good while now. Look at XRP. How is it already down about 1%? Yeah, disgusting, man. All right, we've been live an hour now, okay? Just don't be surprised if we get obliterated more than already. Oh, Vladimir, don't worry about it, man. See, it's the thing. The things are so destroyed that it takes like, someone probably spent like maybe 50 grand to push that thing up that much. Who knows? Just like no one's in this market now. If you were longing your favorite scam Beanie Baby, you are just playing against a bunch of bots. The buys and sells, it's not people anymore. It's just bots, computers. That's how liquid this market has become, and it will only get worse. Eventually we'll get a capitulatory event, I think. You'll get, whoa my God, everything's down 10, 15% again. Do I what? I think what, man? Do I think we can crash straight from here? We just had a short-term rally last week. What do you think this was? Or what do you think the rally from the 11th of March to the 27th of March, the whole month of March? Well, let's not the whole month. Let's say like half of the month of March, what we did get a rally. This was a rally. And it proved to be a new source of data, a new piece of data that indicates the trend is still bearish. Oh, look at this. Here's your S&P futures at the lows of the day, the NASDAQ futures, lows of day, Russell 2000, lows of day. After the gap down, they didn't even fill the gap. What a joke. Wow. Not a good year. Started out pretty good in January, then Trump got inaugurated, and then it was over. That was the top. They ended it then. Yeah. Wow. Brutal. So you know if those are going lower, Bitcoin's done, and then more so crypto. Like, well, the good news is, like, you know, this has all been kind of like, there's nothing changed. Nothing's changed, right? If you just go by lower highs, lower lows, you just know. You're like, well, I don't know if I want to be too allocated when the macro is making consecutive lower highs, lower lows, right? I don't know if I want to be allocated to these cryptos. You want to be allocated to these assets a long time now. And so it's like, okay, you're just watching it crash, sitting in cash for a while. Still waiting for an actual opportunity. There is none, unless you're talking shorts. Solana at this point, man, it's been ping-ponging like crazy. This has all been just trying to get people screwed on both sides. But now, based on this weekly, I just can't be surprised if someone's short with a stop above 133 now, I guess, that candle open, and just let this thing collapse. Let this thing come on down to 80, we'll say 90 bucks first, then maybe 78, then 58 after that on Solana. Here's your XRP again. No, but forming a higher low. Well, even if it made a higher low, it would then have to make a higher high. And then a higher low again. It's like it doesn't even matter. Like we're so far beyond the idea of a new uptrend because there's so many things that have to happen.
Everyone hoping this will be a 2022 recession, lol. Not even close. We're about to experience a 1930s slump. Middle class America has been cooked.
I don't know about that, Greg P. I mean, 1930s slump ain't gonna happen because money printer, okay? Devaluation of fiat. They're gonna do that. They're already doing it. Like M2 already running. Like they'll be at all-time highs soon. Where's the? Hold on. Here's your M2 all-time highs, chat. Jesus chimes for M2, baby. I guess on the at close on Friday, whatever, on the weekly, we've never seen this much M2 ever. Well, never. I'm sorry. Took out the January high. I was scaled in too much. You're still not at all-time highs, but it broke a resistance. Okay, the January 2022 high. Okay, so the issue is, well, not even really an issue. I don't, you know, the downtrend that we were in, which this is kind of weird, right? You were in a downtrend the whole time. They were taking money off the table, right? It just so happens that the 2022 bear market concluded right here, October, November of 2023. This is when like the bottom for crypto happened. This is when the stock market bottomed. You didn't really know at the time, but this was it. They started printing money again. Everything started going up. Everything. Okay, and now you're looking at M2 on the rise, and nothing's going up anymore. So there's no correlation right now. Very weird. So we're the highest money supply we've seen since April of 2022. When we were, I mean, I was in Scotland and London, the UK during this time. Yeah, literally. That's weird. Make of that what you will. I don't even know like what you could say about that. Well, we get too far out with time-wise. Like, I don't know. Like, I think altcoins need to lose 20 to 50% more of their value, probably. I think that risk-on assets need to retrace more. I'll just tell you this right now: there's structurally no argument for longs on these assets, right? You're not at, like, if you talk about the comet is when it's actionable to take a long swing trade. There's no visible comet to the naked eye right now. You can't see it, so nothing to do. Epic Tunes. There's no music. Okay, no music on right now at all. I don't know if the camera kind of seems crooked a little bit. I don't know why. What the heck? Like the skyline is not perfect. Bugging me, man. It's bugging me a lot. Yeah, it's just off.
Gold tells the story. Everyone's so focused on Bitcoin, plebs can't fathom it's just an indestructible Ponzi. Index funds only keep up with inflation.
Greg P, thank you, dude. Well, gold is kind of concerning. I mean, with what's happening with it, and it's going parabolic, and it's definitely doing the thing. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I agree. That is a concerning situation. At least gold, silver, metals, hard assets, stake. You know, live cattle futures still pumping. Feeder futures for cattle pumping. Yeah, but here's your entertainment leisure, something that you would think would take a mega hit. Like, I'm surprised they should rally it and test it again perfectly as resistance, but they're not. You just had some really nice bearish divergence here at dump, but when you think about this, will probably be back at 35, 36 bucks if we're going lower. Like, you'd think entertainment leisure, man, like the airline companies like Delta, look what they've done, man. S-coin levels of dumpage. Like, they topped out in mid-January, right? This is a weekly. Each candle represents 7 days. Down 38% in 2 months. That's like crypto levels of dumpage. Okay, that's bad. And look, bearish engulfing candle at support, lowest daily close in September, lowest close of 2025. And if you don't hold 43 bucks on Delta, you're going down to like 32 bucks. Okay, AAL, AARON, American Airlines. Brutal. Like, look at this, man. Look what happened. Goes up, hits resistance beautifully. Down 45% in 2 months. Broke support resistance and has regarded the level as resistance, bearish engulfing candle. My God. Like, what do you go back to 824 again, probably? Look how bad that is. All these lower highs below the 200-week moving average. Just really bad, man. Stupid ugly. Then you got stuff like Caesars. CA. What is it? Caesars? CZR, right? CZR. Yeah, Caesars Entertainment. Oh, it's real. It's disgusting. Look what happened on Friday, or on the week, right? It was down 6.18% on the week. Lowest weekly candle close we had seen in pretty much 5 years on Caesars. Yeah, they do casinos and gambling, right? Yeah, very bad, boys. Look at that daily. Oh my God, Friday was awful. It was down 5% alone on Friday. But it makes plenty of sense. There's nothing here technically. There ain't nothing here till like 1572. You got Pin Gaming was awful. Like, it started out, hey, we're gonna do things, and you broke support. And it's like, never mind. Oh yeah, this is like the worst thing you could. I can't believe it's still up. Like, only down 1.17%. But if you look at this, like, it's really bad because this is the level of look at this 2016 resistance. Go back any further? I don't think so. No, support in 2019 multiple times, right? Before it went crazy high. It was resistance before crashing. But look at it now. This is the most recent price action. It's a bear flag, bro. It is a effing flag of bears. Look how gross this is, man. Bear pole, bear flag. We're in a wormhole. We'll be probably back at like 13 bucks. Give me enough time. That's nasty. So that's the spirit of the consumer, right? Airplanes and casinos. About RCL, cruise lines. I've been really bad too, man. I mean, you got a long way down. It's been, what a run, dude. What an effing run. It's done probably, right? Probably bear flagging. Skating along the 200 once they break this. They haven't already. It's just bear pull, bear flag combination. Unfilled gaps at 183. Just lower. Probably. I mean, since the top, down 26% in a little less than 2 months. So, yep. Real estate looking ready to probably dump more. That lower high below the 200 moving average. Bearish back test $42. Look at this resistance from 2020, resistance from 2023. It's resistance again, chat. Get ready, probably 40 bucks and lower. More real estate. Bitcoin near the lows of the day. Lows of the new week. My Bitcoin chat. Yeah, Mozilla. Yep. It went on a good run for a while, but then everything changed. Oh yeah, Nike at 5-year lows. Rimon not doing well. Under Armour nearing. Under Armour, it might be next week. Under Armour goes to 15-year lows. Probably next week. It was like cents or $1 away. So what about GPS gap? I think they changed the ticker or something. What is it? I'm just thinking about, you know. Oh well, no, this one looks like a good short. I think it looks about to collapse. Yeah, this looks real bad here. So it is this level, and I'm getting hungry. Get the swing at 2170 is resistance. Oh my God! Look what they've done.
Can we look at DGWR?
What's up, Eddie? Man, thanks. Sure, whatever. Look at this level, okay? It's resist. Look what it did, you know, just in January last year. Reverse. But look, it's been support. It's been support. It's been support. It's been resistance, resistance, resistance. Since time immemorial, okay? It's flipped to resistance. I mean, you could go short on Gap, the you know, Gap store. They make clothes. They do clothes. They sell clothes. You know, short stop loss like 22.30 and just let this thing collapse to who knows. And it's like probably cooked, man. I mean, look at this demand line, right? Oh, dude, once that break, it's like a head and shoulder. It's like a scuffed Quasimodo looking A. But dude, once that breaks, the gap fills at 14.23. You got so low to go, so much further down. So just looking at some of these.
Didn't see the minimum DGWR.
DGWR.
Can we look at DGWR?
Yeah, sorry, dude. Let's see.
Didn't see.
Yep. DGWR. Deep green waste. Deep green waste. Wow. Well, this is a very appropriate name for such an abysmal chart. Deep green waste. You could say that again. I would never touch this. It has 69,000 volume, sir. 200K volume. Sometimes, nah, nothing to do here. No trade to take ever. You'd never get filled. If you had a stop loss, you'd have a running stop. You'd never be able to protect yourself. I would never own this. It looks like it's setting up for all-time lows. Like they're holding this. Once 1.1 cents breaks, dude, you're going to way lower. Like you're gonna go bankrupt. Like so they're getting close. It's down 40% on Friday. Is that not good enough? DGWR down 40% on Friday. What happened, dude? Deep green. They acquired Tennessee Junk King franchises. How do they do it? They don't make. I guess in Q4 they made money, but all right, whatever. They once a year. 1 quarter of the year they make money, I guess. I don't know. No volume, untradeable, nothing to do. To own this would be like, hey, might as well just set your money on fire. Might as well go buy Ethereum because it's going to be the same outcome. Yeah, sorry, man. Like, you requested it. I kind of feel bad because it's like, what am I supposed to do here? Thank you, though. I appreciate it. Luis, I don't think it's Tony Soprano's waste management company. That was Barone Sanitation, by the way. But then he sold that and got a nice severance package. Duh, everyone knows that. Cup with handle, bro? Yeah, cup with get wrecked, bro. Okay, Bitcoin 81,600. We somehow, some way, we are at the lows of the day. Guess what? XRP is down 2.3%. I'm telling you, man, very bad situation on XRP. You think this is going to end well? You're probably wrong. This is not going to end well. Okay, our data is the divergence played out nice at support, and then such a lack of demand, it made a lower high again. You're in a downtrend. It's undeniable. I don't think you're going to be as fortunate the next time we test 196, 190. You will not be as fortunate. Okay, Bitcoin 81,572. Closing in on the weekend lows, right? We're about to do it. Here we go. There it is, chat. Lowest price we've seen since March 18th on Bitcoin. Confirmed.
Time for bucket list
81.3.
Stepping away from markets for a bit. Always wanted to visit Japan.
Why is that not popping up? What the heck? Oh, Jimmy, thanks for the 420. Is that a joint? Or just be short, man. Short these scams. Short them. There are short opportunities out there. So, you know, sit in cash is fine. As long as you made money in 2024, sitting cash is completely fine. But yeah, I mean, from where you are now, XRP, another 6 to 9% downside from where you are right now. How about Solana? Dude, I'm telling you, just wait for it to lose another crap load of its value. It's getting ready to collapse, dude. Looks like. Ethereum, there was never a chance on Ethereum. 6 days in a row. In what is it, in 1 month? Almost 1 month. You've had 2 different 6-day periods of red closes in a row. That's unheard of bearish. Ain't no asset doing that. But Ethereum is. BOL, best of luck if you think you like this. I mean, I don't know what you're looking at, dude, but okay. But wait, it's surely something's better, right? Dogecoin, okay? No, Dogecoin, wellness check, nope. Getting ready for 15 cents again, and then after that 11 cents. BNB coin, no, I'm just getting ready for 500 bucks, 510, waiting on it, man. They were just doing the scam out. This short setup is good and valid above, you know, below that level. Good downside, 500 bucks. Litecoin, dude, it was so beautiful, wasn't it? Like it last stream, last time I was live. If it looks like a bear flag and it smells like a bear flag, it probably is a bear flag. Once this $84 level breaks on Litecoin, buy. See it's 76 bucks, but probably 66. That's the hard target. Yeah, this is brutal, but in a good way, because it's just like we're identifying structures. We identified, you know, bearish price action correlation to key levels, and it's like it's playing out that way. That's good. That's true TA respect. Now, everyone wants it to go up, but man, like I think if the consolation is, hey, if it's going to go down, maybe just it respects the levels bearishly, and it has been. It's beautiful. And this short setup at 131 up here. See if we can find that. Bitcoin lows of day, man. Sorry. Real sorry. Yeah, such a simple, like, you get the gist of this, okay? Let me try to pull it up. I don't know if I can get it. You get the gist of it, right? Like, what was the thought process behind it, right? Like, the bearish, like, the dump, right? The failure so many times for buyers to break the level, and then the sell-off, and then this attempted rally, and you just identify that bearish price action to that level. You get it, right? So you could flip this chart over and be bullish, okay? But that's tight stop. Good risk management, right? They can fail, right? You can get stopped out. Okay, you get it. But the whole point of these publications, if you're in the Patreon Citadel, is like learning how to manage your risk optimally, right? Optimum risk management is when you get favorable price action the way you want it to be at a key level, where you say, oh, okay, I have an argument to not be short on the asset when we're too high above 120, 135, 133. But man, the downside's so good if it plays out, right? So you just got this. It was perfect, man. You're at target 2 of the trade setup. There's one more target, chat, on the Litecoin trade setup.
Rick tip $25. Hey Mitch, can we take a look at written on the daily and weekly?
Rick, thanks for 25. We'll look at Rivian. Yeah, not looking hot, man. It's really weak and rolling over, for sure. So look, it's really cool. It would be very endearing and it would increase your confidence as a short seller if you were in an active short from way higher from the top, right? And you start bear flagging. It already hit target 2 on the first wave down, but you're trying to tell me that after taking a little profit here, you bear flag like this and you're sitting at this thing, $67 is target 3. And I think you'll probably get it on Litecoin. I feel pretty confident. So anyway, yeah, hype in the chat for TA respect, despite what you want to say. Futures still down, gap's not filled yet, but off the lows a little bit. Okay. Have your alert set up on Litecoin below like 83.50. Yeah, Rivian, it was starting out good. I mean, you still got that great M shape. Man, risk off. And it's still not dead yet. I don't know. My work's not getting saved on this. I'm on my laptop. Yeah. Got the M shape. I guess you're safe above 1180, but yeah, I'm just worried about the macro. I worry about the fact that we can't make a higher high yet. Well, okay. Yeah, I guess like maybe the line in the sand on Rivian will be 1180 again. You know, I don't know if you want to hold it below that level at this point. 2023 low, dude. God, 2 years ago. Ultra is going nuts right now. CX, what are you talking about? Near a bottom. What are you talking about? I just literally showed this, okay? I let it play, hit the play-by-play button. And it like, okay, we're target 2, you're right. If you're at a profit-taking level of a short, what are you doing? What are you calling me crazy for? It's like, this was the entry, it was like 124.65. Not here. 124, what, are you kidding? Like, I don't even know. I think we'll probably hit target 3. Well, whatever. Yeah, it might not. The long setup only hit target 2. So, yeah, I guess maybe you're okay above 1076, 1066 or whatever. The swing low they put in here. Yeah, maybe you're all right. But dude, when higher high? When's the last time we made a higher high? Look at that. There's supply line here. They got to break too. Oh, someone else said okay. I mean, look, on Bitcoin, you could go short and you'll probably win here, but in terms of risk management, it doesn't make sense. Remember, risk management can only occur at inflection points, inflection zones. And Bitcoin is in the absolute, if you know about the Nemo point, anyone heard of Nemo point? It's the most remote area in the entire world. If you're in Nemo point, okay, in the Pacific Ocean, and the International Space Station flies over you, you're closer to humans in the International Space Station than you are anywhere else. That's pretty much where Bitcoin is in terms of risk management. The inflection points, easy, 92K, undeniable, or 74K, 73.8. Those are the only 2 inflection points. You're at Nemo point right now. Yeah, so it's like, oh, okay, dumper pump, whatever, but I'm not here making calls on where we're going next. I'm here about, hey, dude, can we apply the framework that we've invested in ourselves? I mean, I've invested in myself 15 years now at this point. And it's like, can we apply the framework? No. Okay, well, it's coin flip probably, but hey, the others, right? A little better. I think like Solana, it's not like a barn burner situation trade setup, but I know for a fact if this level gets lost for real, people's faces will melt off the speed at which the speed at which Solana loses value. You won't be able to believe it. So I'm saying it's not maybe the best short setup because you're down so much already, But dude, I'm telling you, the markdown will be brutal and it will be fast and you won't believe it. And we'll be live and it'll be an emergency bear stream. There will be a lot of people watching too, because it'll be like really bad. We're in a situation on Sol where that could be happening any day now. That's where we are. Death or glory is upon us here. XRP is getting there. Once the 190 level breaks, it will be pandemonium. It will be the same type of price action we got in November on the way down. So, the Greek stock market, dude. Yeah, let's go long on the Greek. What's that called? What's the Greek stock market called, dude? Never even thought about the Greek stock market. I didn't even really think about it. I mean, I have an EU like watch list, but the Greek market's not on it. What's the ticker? I bet it looks like everything else. Looks bad, man. Not great. Well, yep. Hanging around, man. It's just nothing's really ASC. Nothing has improved on this market. ASC. Southeast Asia ETF? Nope. I don't think so, man. Gold Corporation. Yeah, non-trading view, whatever. Well, what do you want me to do, man? I mean, this is about like all we can do is like monitor the markets, look at the futures. Oh, it still doesn't look good. Fine. It's not good still. Well, I'm just going to hang out in the penthouse, make some dinner, and maybe tomorrow some data will come in that will change how bad everything is right now. But it's tough. And I do want to say real quick, I'll give a shout out to Degenia. Thank you so much for the 4 months continued support, the Patreon/Citadel. MTB Vandy, thank you for the 5 months continued support. Walker, thank you for joining the Patreon/Citadel yesterday. Rad Chad, thank you for joining the Citadel a couple days ago. And Good Gundulf, thank you for the 14 months continued support a couple days ago. Thank y'all. Thanks everyone for supporting this 100% crowdsourced community, right? I mean, like, you know that if you watch a stream, I don't monetize on YouTube. Every time I have to live stream, right? I have to schedule a live stream. Monetization's always off. You don't watch ads. You listen to copyright music. No affiliate marketing links. No scam coin promotions. No rug pulls. Just charts. So if you are in the Patreon/Citadel, you know you get trade setups, charts, access to my charts, more access to me really. But above that, you're helping support what we're doing, and I have a team that depends on me. So, and they've got families, so they depend on them. That depends on me. So it's like, hey, you're supporting all that when you support this community. So I really appreciate it, y'all, like a lot, especially in these times. It means a lot more than it does in the crazy good times, right? Because everyone wants a piece then. Oh, 108K Bitcoin. I want trade setups now. I'm gonna join now. Shoot, dude. How times have changed in just 2 months. Complete flop. All right, well, pray for XRP, because I'm telling you, dude, just burn this image in your mind, all right? I don't want you to have nightmares about it, but I just want you to see it. And I just don't want you to be like, if it plays out, I don't want you to be like, I'm surprised. I'm losing so much money on XRP. But that's the last thing I want, okay? Don't want you to be scared, but I also don't want you to get murdered financially if this resolves bearishly, okay? What's up, Baxter? Thanks, man. That's right, Stephanie. Altcoin's about to get... They've already been vaporized. They can't get vaporized anymore, said somebody. Famous last words. So if you don't think these assets, these 36 million scam coins that provide no intrinsic value and there's no mathematical way to gauge their value, if you don't think they can go lower, you're out of your mind. You're new. You've never participated in a crypto market in your life or a crypto cycle in your life. You'll see. You're going to learn Chinese. Yeah. But hey, you know, miracles happen, and that's about all you could ask for. Right? We want a miracle. Like, we just want Bitcoin to hit inflection points for risk management purposes. When you're just far off that 92K or 73A, you just got to wait for that. Okay, so it's been fun just hanging out now. Up here, we're 600 plus feet elevated. It's beautiful out there, but I wish the markets looked the same as the skyline, that's for sure. What Michael said was mocking God. What are you talking about? I doubt that. I doubt he was mocking God. But all right, yeah, MicroStrategy on Friday was bad. MSTR, dude, it rejected 333. Oh my God, dude, I would not be effing with this thing. You just cannot F with it. Where is that? Hold on. Look, dude, if this is the weekly, oh my God, good luck. MicroStrategy 178 target. Let me show you real quick. Look at this. Look at that. You see this $333 level? That is the old 2000 all-time high. That was it, dude. Okay, and you're showing me data last week that was what was once broke. It was broken in February, but it was never formally back-tested as resistance, chat. Never until last week, and that's it. Downside on MicroStrategy from where it is right now, you got another 31 to 38% downside below 333 like that. You can't want to own MicroStrategy right now, man. You just can't want to. I know people are like, dude, is that a bull flag? Until you're above 333, this is bad news. Very bad news. So, We're going to be okay, though, man. Don't worry about it. We'll be all right. Joe, it was the 1414. It wasn't the 1618. But the next day, it hit the 1618 briefly, and then it was over. Yeah, so it was like almost the top. Okay, so, yeah, what is there to really even discuss now, man? We got through them, and we just pray that the money printer turns on. It's been on, but I don't know, man. Just spin your fidgets and wait for good structures to develop at bottoms. You aren't there yet. I don't want Tesla so much. Tesla's. Oh my God. I didn't even look at the weekly. Are you kidding me, dude? Look at Tesla weekly. They took it up to like the inflection zone and then rejected it. Unfilled gap. I think that's going to fill on, this week coming up. You'll fill the gap. I don't know if it'll hold or not, but wow, talk about craziness. Nothing there structurally, like on the daily, nothing to do. No patterns yet. That's some pretty bearish price action yet. Wait for the gap fill at 248, but I would probably wait for 208 or something. Like they give us something like this, then we start diverging on the oscillators. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we start getting something like that. Then we're in business. Then everything will start looking good again, but just not yet. Not yet on Tesla, man. Chips on Salsa, what's up? Thanks for watching, dude. Thanks everyone for watching, you know. I'm telling you, man, times will get better. They always do, but we have to deal with these markets until then. I'm telling you, it's so worth getting through them because it makes the new trends and the big rallies all the more flavorful, sensational. So we just gotta wait, and this soon shall pass, but it'll be a while, probably. All right, well, thank y'all for coming out. Thanks for likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. I'll be back. Till next time, respect the TA.